Welcome to Darnley Cyber Cafe. Coffee break time. Got a minute? This is an unscripted, raw podcast about my views and perspective on things that are going on in the world. Your go-to space for conversations about digital privacy, cybersecurity, and the ever-evolving online world. So grab your favorite coffee, settle in, and let's dive into a story that affects every single one of us, whether you realize it or not. Today, we're talking about a massive data breach that's shaking the digital landscape and what it means for all of us. Episode 88, the MOVEit Mayhem, when privacy becomes a global crisis. Okay, so picture this. Over 760,000 employees' personal and professional details, names, emails, phone numbers, job titles, and even their managers' names posted on a notorious hacking forum for anyone to see. This is exactly what happened this week. It's extremely alarming, but it's part of a larger story tied into the infamous MOVEit hack from last year. And I've mentioned this in a previous podcast. MOVEit is a file transfer software used by thousands of organizations worldwide. In 2023, a ransomware group known as CLOP, spelled CL0P, exploited a previously unknown vulnerability, a zero-day attack, and stole sensitive information for around 2,800 organizations, affecting nearly 100 million individuals. Yes, 100 million individuals. So let's fast forward to today, and the fallout still continues. Go figure. Early this week, a hacker known as Nameless, it's spelled NAM3L3SS, these people are very original sometimes, linked to the MOVEit breached, released a new batch of stolen data on breach forums. It's a cybercrime hotspot for those who want to know. And yes, I'm revealing my secrets. And the names on this list are huge. Names such as Bank of America, Nokia, Koch Industries, Xerox, Morgan Stanley, etc. So for the employees of these companies, this isn't just some cybersecurity jargon, it's deeply personal. Now, for example, imagine waking up to find your work ID, phone number, and email floating around the dark web. It's more than unsettling, it's dangerous. Hackers could use this information to impersonate managers, craft convincing phishing emails, or even orchestrate large-scale scams. A relatable example from myself is speaking to a corporate manager who used WhatsApp, for example. A scammer actually had a lot of information about him and his family. So these sort of things can happen. It can happen really at any given time to anybody. Anyone who thinks that they're not significant enough is just lying to themselves. So another example would be, for the sake of it, here's another example how this all can play out. So let's say you work at Morgan Stanley, another example from the breach here, and you get an email that appears to be from your boss asking for sensitive information or financial data, whatever it is, depending on your position. It looks real. You reply, and just like that, the hackers have what they need. And this kind of deception is called social engineering. And believe it or not, it's incredibly effective when these cyber criminals and attackers have this detailed insider information, which exactly what this breach has given to all of them. And let's not forget, this isn't a one-off incident. Just a few weeks ago, the same hacker leaked information about Amazon employees. So the message is very clear. No organization is immune, no matter how secure they think they are. So what can we do? For companies and businesses, it's finally time to get serious about cybersecurity. Honestly, patch those vulnerabilities, train employees to spot phishing attempts, and invest in advanced protection against ransomware. For individuals, vigilance is just key. Be cautious about unexpected emails, verify their authenticity, and think twice before you click. And as I always say, in sort of the verbiage I use in personal and in business life, trust no one. Having a zero trust mindset will make you think more than twice when you receive certain information and data from someone who you think it is, and that will avoid you a lot. So here at Darnley Cyber Cafe, I firmly believe the understanding of these threats is the first step to combating them. Data breaches like this aren't just corporate news. They are global issues that impact everyone, from CEOs to everyday workers. I understand sometimes, and I hear this a lot. Honestly, I hear this a lot from people in the field, CISO, CTOs, where the C-suite is actually the problem in most of these instances and stuff like that, because there are a lot of allies in the cybersecurity field who sometimes hit up against a wall when it comes to doing the right thing for the cyber protection. So I understand you. I hear you. If you're one of those people, I feel you, honestly. And it's time where we need to start spreading the word to make sure that we have the right protection from there. To end this off, if you've ever experienced a breach or have a story to share, reach out to me. I would love to hear from you and maybe even feature your story in a future episode. Well, minus your name and organization, of course. Again, don't forget to subscribe, and let's navigate this digital age together. Until next time, stay caffeinated, stay secure, and stay tuned to Darnley Cyber Cafe. Now get back to work.